The next game we're going to take a look at is Prospect Knights versus Launceston United, and a goal fest up north, Walter.
It sure was, Jeremy. Launceston United shipping goals by the half dozens. They shipped 7 in this game. They've now conceded 29 goals so far. They've got a disastrous points tally and goal difference. Prospect Knights are top of the ladder, of course, as a result of this win. The goals came from Chris Pickering, who scored twice. Alan Eadie scored a hat-trick, and Drew McNeil, the former Launceston City player, he scored once as well.
Ken, you spent a fair bit of time up in the north of the state. Alan Eadie?
Yeah, an exceptional goal scorer. His career has been a little bit dented by an injury 2 years ago where he's had a knee reconstruction which held him back a little bit. At that particular time he was heading off to Indonesia to play there in the Premier League, and then he got this horrific injury and he's just started to come back now. But he's a good goal scorer, he scores on a regular basis, good finisher.
Always a headache when you battled the Knights?
Yeah, he was. You know, he's one of those players, if he gets in the penalty box, he'll stick at the ball in the back of the net. I've actually tried to sign him 2 or 3 times, but he's, you know, favoured to stay back up north.
Well, you need, you're after a striker at the moment. You may have to make the trip up north and put a bit of money in front of him.
Well, I don't know about that.
We see another penalty there, Walter.
Yeah, he's deadly from the penalty spot too, Jeremy. As I say, a hat-trick in this game, and yes, a top quality player.
One of the main problems again up north is there's a big gulf between the top teams and the bottom teams, and Prospect Knights, Drew McNeil's a very seasoned campaigner, has been around with Launceston City for a long time, can play at the back, can play up front. Hills is there from Launceston City as well. He can play sweeper, very good striker of dead balls. And Prospect Knights have really now got one of the best sides up there, most experienced sides, I suppose, a little bit in comparison to Chelsea, where they don't have many young players, lots of experienced players and physically strong.
Am I wrong, or has there been an exodus of players in the Northern Premier League?
I think there is a shortage of players again this year. Where they've gone to, I don't know, but some of the big clubs like Launceston City are starting to struggle to get senior experienced players out, and I see Somerset have started to drop down again as well, and they've been prolific in the last 2 or 3 seasons.
The scoreline I don't think reflected the game. We were pretty happy with the result, and we needed to get some decent wins on the board to catch some certain goal differences of other sides. So we were certainly happy. When you get a game like that, it's very hard, you know, 4-0 up at half time, to keep the momentum up and you have a tendency where everyone tries to push forward and have a crack at goal. So yeah, it's always hard, but you know, to score 3 in the second half, we'll take that.
Well, I think you saw last week's game. I think the effort was there this week. We just can't finish, we just can't score. I mean, the effort's there. I can't ask for much more from the players. They're putting it in, they're giving me 100%. But we were again outdone by an experienced team who are a lot older than our fellas. Our average age would be 20, 21, say. And a few years down the track, if they stick together, we'll have a good team.
So back down to the Southern Premier League, and Walter, you're going to run us through the ladders.
Yes, Jeremy. Tilford Zebras 4 defeated South Hobart 3, Kingborough Lions United 5 beat Metro 4, Clarence United 1 drew with Taroona 1, Hobart Olympic 1 lost to University 2, and Newtown Eagles 0 lost to Glenorchy Knights 3. Some shock results there and some high scoring games. It leaves Tilford Zebras the reigning champions on top with 13 points, with a better goal difference than South Hobart and Hobart Olympic, who also have 13 points, followed by Glenorchy Knights on 12 and University on 12, Clarence 7, Newtown Eagles 5, Kingborough Lions United 5, Metro 3 and Taroona at the bottom with 2.
And Ken, what's happening in the Northern Premier League?
The results this weekend are Devonport City 1, Riverside Olympic 0, Launceston United 0, Prospect Knights 7, Ulverston 1, Launceston City 1, and Burnley United 1 beat Somerset 0. And the Knights are top of that ladder with 15 points, with Burnley in second spot on 13, and Devonport City on 12 with the game in hand. So it's pretty tight at the top there.
You sounded surprised when you read out Burnley United have slipped into second.
Yeah, because they were struggling in pre-season, but obviously they've got their act together and have started to come strong again.
Prospect Knights look like they're going to be the team to beat after that result on the weekend.
Yeah, Devonport will be there as well, Jeremy. I think they're a strong side this year.
This weekend, Walter, we've got the statewide cut back on.
Yeah, we've got games all over the state, and it's good to see that FFT, Jeremy, have scheduled games on Friday night, Saturday and Sunday. That enables people to see 3 top quality games over the weekend, whereas in past rounds they've only had Saturday games.
Something the fans have been calling for a while.
They sure have.
Well, that wraps up the show for this evening. Thanks for coming along, Ken. We always enjoy your input.
Thank you, Jeremy.
And Walter, always a pleasure to be sitting alongside you.
And likewise.
We'll leave you tonight with some footage of Launceston City versus Prospect Knights in the Women's League. City eventual winners 3-0.